Hey there, KlicKNettars. My name is Kwame Alexander, and this is Wkly Hit List. It's just 1 minute after 9:30 right here in New York City, and we're live on October 26, 2022. Now, as you can see, we're not live on Saturdays. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We got a brand new 7-day rounder, a brand new sneak peek of the week, and a new inside scoop. So all that being said, let's head over to our special site, which you all know is KlicKNet. Okay, here we are. And keep in mind that this was posted on Saturday last week. And listen to this. This edition of Wkly Hit List is going to be really different for some reason. I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it has something to do with the time and the date. Maybe it's because I got a brand new shirt. Yeah, if you can see this. Oh, sorry. This is a brand new shirt right here. This is a brand new shirt I bought from Old Navy. Or maybe it's because I need another vacation. You know, my time in Italy was really fun this past summer. But New York will always be my home, and I don't plan on going away. I don't plan on going anywhere for a long time. However, some people might be getting out of office in a few weeks with the 2022 midterm elections coming soon. And just a quick reminder, or if you haven't heard yet, FakeTV Box will be live streaming on November 8th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific to bring you its own election night coverage. In the meantime, fancy yourself to what I like to call the usuals on Wkly Hit List, starting with the 7-day rounder. So first up, last Saturday, Halloween Ends was projected with $43.4 million on opening day at the box office. Last Sunday, the Philadelphia Eagles improved their record to 6-0 for the 2022 season after beating the Dallas Cowboys in Week 6. Last Monday, wait, hold up. We were saying this is from. As I said, we were supposed to do the show on Saturday, but it got pushed here to Wednesday. So I'm just waiting to see what it's on Saturday. So let me start again. I'm guessing. So basically, 2 weeks ago, I'm guessing, Halloween Ends projected with $43.4 million on opening day at the box office. Sunday before last Sunday, the Eagles improved their record to 6-0 for the 2022 season after beating the Dallas Cowboys in Week 6. It was, I believe, last Monday, that Harrison Ford. Not this past Sunday. Last time from last week. I'm probably just gonna have to say October 17th. Yeah. So I'm just hitting reset button over and over again. So on October 8th, I'm pretty sure October 8th, Halloween. No, October 15th. It was reported that Halloween Ends would have $43.4 million on opening day at the box office. On October 16th, the Philadelphia Eagles improved their record after beating the Dallas Cowboys in Week 6. On October 17th, Harrison Ford was confirmed to play General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross for Captain America New World Order. On October 18th, Netflix gained 2.4 million in new subscribers and reserve losses due to its advertising option. On October 19th, CBS extended its free Wkly series, Fire Country, East New York, and So Help Me Todd for 4 seasons. On October 20th, we just went October 19th. On October 20th, Carolina Panthers star RB Christian McCaffrey was traded to the San Francisco 49ers for draft picks. And on October 21st, nearly 6 million ballots were cast in pre-election voting before the actual 2022 midterms. All right, now, for more of these stories, let's take a closer look. Let me just stop here for a second. And here we go. Here's where we got the news from Variety about Halloween. Oh, shucks. Oh, I'm so sorry you saw that. So here's the news from Variety about Halloween Ends. And of course, I've seen Halloween Ends, and I can understand why people were upset with the plot, because it's supposed to be centered around these two, but they barely had a few minutes together. And I don't want to give any spoilers, but you'll have to see who dies for yourself. Okay? Now, here's the news about the Philadelphia Eagles. Look at Steve A. Smith. Anyway, Eagles improved to 6-0. Hurts Key in 26-17 win over the Cowboys, according to ESPN. Next up is the news about good old Harrison Ford. Ford said as General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross for Captain America New World Order, and he will star opposite Anthony Mackie. So we don't know what General Ross has been up to since, I guess, maybe Avengers Endgame, when he was played by the late great William Hurt. Okay, moving on. We come to news about Netflix. According to CBS News, Netflix gains 2.4 million subscribers, reversing losses. And they did it with a summertime game that management is hoping to build upon with the launch of a cheaper version of the video streaming service that will include ads for the first time. Okay, so in other CBS news, CBS sends free weekly series for a full season. They see Vile Country, East New York, and So Help Me Todd. Now, I thought about seeing East New York when it first premiered earlier this month. Maybe I'll binge watch it. Okay, over to October 20th. And this piece of news spoke out late Thursday night on October 20th, how Christian McCaffrey we traded from Carolina to San Francisco. In other details by Yahoo Sports, the San Francisco 49ers value the running game as any team in the NFL, and they got one of the best running backs in the league last Thursday night. Alright. And it won't come cheap because the 49ers are giving up 4 picks to the Panthers, though no first rounders according to NFL Network. And here's Ian Rappaport with his tweet about the trade. And according to him, it's a massive trade. If you're a Carolina fan, then you hate it. But if you're a San Francisco fan, you love it. Finally, our last news on the 7-day runner for this episode comes from CNN. Well, nearly 6 million ballots have been cast in pre-election voting. So I can't see to get rid of that. Well, now I can. And in more news, it reads that more than 5.8 million ballots have been cast across 39 states in the 2022 midterm elections, according to data from election officials and researchers and catalysts. In the battleground states of Arizona and Pennsylvania, Democrats are far outpacing Republicans in pre-election ballot cats. According to data from Catalyst, a company that provides data and other service to Democrats, academics, and non-profit issue organizations, and it's given insight into who is voting before November. And that's not a surprise, and these data aren't predictive of ultimate outcomes. In recent years, Democrats have been more likely to vote before Election Day, while Republicans have afforded to vote on Election Day. That should be something we should talk about during the FakeTV Box election night special live. I really think that's an issue we should cover on November 8th. All right. So that's it for the 7-day rounder. Next up, it's time for the sneak peek of the week. And get this. For you lovers of superhero movies out there, Black Adam starring Dwayne Johnson is now in theaters. And it's a can't miss regardless of what the quiz might say. Do you know who Black Adam reminds me of for a moment? I wouldn't want the man in black to be offended or anything, but he reminds me of Donkey Kong from Super Mario. I said it. Donkey Kong from Super Mario. I mean, think about it. They both know how to smash stuff. They are both what you call an anti-hero, and they like to pick on someone who is not their size. I wonder if Black Adam will get his own theme park attraction like Donkey Kong will at Universal Park's Super Nintendo World. Well, for this week's sneak peek of the week, I mean, or should I say, last week's sneak, or I guess the sneak peek of the end of last week. Let's call that the sneak peek of the end of last week. Here's a rumor that DK might be coming to Universal Studios Hollywood, courtesy of our good friend Theme Park Wizard. Check this out.
Oh boy. Amazing news. Looks like the rumor of Donkey Kong coming back to Hollywood is back on again. And it's amazing. Let's go dive down into this rumor and also check out Jammy's channel for a full fan-made POV of this coaster. It's incredible. I'll link it in the description below, the full POV link. Watch it. But let's discuss this potential rumor right now. Alright, so yes, I was browsing the interwebs and I was on the the Inside Universal forums, and according to Jim Hill and some sources inside the Inside Universal forums, they're hearing that Donkey Kong, Universal executives want to put Donkey Kong Country inside Universal Hollywood by 2025 to coincide with Epic Universe's opening. And if true, that would be fantastic on so many levels. One, because the much bigger Super Nintendo World will be opening, of course, in Florida, so Hollywoods won't look so puny if we have Donkey Kong Country as well. We'll only be missing one ride, which basically turned into the sequel for pets, which would be amazing. Two, we'll have varying levels of coasters for everybody, right? We'll have Flight of the Hippogriff as the kiddie coaster. We'll have Mummy there as a family coaster. Donkey Kong is a family coaster. Mummy's still on the chopping block. And we'll have Fast and Furious as the high-speed thrill coaster. Now, as far as locations, obviously the lower lot is where it would be, but whether it be on the sound stages behind Mummy, on top of Mummy, or the location next to Super Nintendo World, those sound stages where the voice is, and those two other ones, I'm not sure. that was not mentioned in the rumor. But if I were to choose, I would choose those sound if they can fit it, those sound stages next to Super Nintendo World, because it's obviously next to Super Nintendo World. Now, even if we don't get the whole Donkey Kong Country land, if we just get the coaster, that's good enough for me, as it would add yet another attraction to Hollywood's lineup without replacing anything, and another coaster, as we just discussed, with four varying levels of coasters, which is be amazing, and it shouldn't be that difficult to punch a little hole inside the existing Super Nintendo World to connect to Donkey Kong Country. You can see here in this Google map the sound stages I'm talking about. It is those two long, skinny ones to the left-hand side, and then you see the voice soundstage is down at the bottom. That is already being torn up. Um, but yeah, that is actually the former voice soundstage, the voice that moved to a different soundstage. But that would be my location. But again, it can go on top of Transformers, maybe in the soundstages by Mummy. Not sure, and be aware this is just a rumor. And yes, if this rumor is to be believed, that it would be coming in 2025, which means they'd have to kind of start it quickly, definitely by next year. But would Universal really be building Fast and Furious and Donkey Kong Country at the same exact time? I mean, they are hungry and ferocious, so I wouldn't doubt it. But would they start building before Super Nintendo World opened? That I'm not sure about. They may want to wait until it's done, but with soft openings rumored to be in January for Nintendo, they could potentially, again, maybe they could start construction Fast and Furious maybe in January, and then in the summertime, or also in January, or just sometime early next year, have the or Donkey Kong Country start construction for its opening in 2025. That could be a very real possibility. And it would be, again, fantastic. It would expand the Nintendo world. Um, it's very popular. Again, people are very excited. As I tell you in all the updated videos, they can hear people just saying, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." Also, can see people buying a lot of merch. And no matter how many merchandise stores they open up, just like with Harry Potter, people are always in them buying them. When I went to, you saw in the video, the newest video, checking out the new City Walk store, people were in there. It was packed. They were buying things, and went and bought that shirt myself, that new exclusive Hollywood shirt, which is fantastic. So if Nintendo merch sales are up, attendance is doing very well. Look at the Horror Night uh, dates remaining. Most of them are sold out. But if that attendance keeps up during the day and at night, and with Nintendo merchandise sales, they might want to get more Nintendo in here as fast as possible. So this will not be surprising if this keeps up. And again, congrats to Comcast and Universal for continuing to invest in Hollywood and the rest of the Universal parks. We saw in those latest attendance numbers, which I'll break down in another video, that Universal parks are catching up on Disney parks for a variety of factors in terms of attendance. But yeah, what do you guys think of this potential rumor? Again, it is rumor, so do take it with a grain of salt. But it has been on again, off again for quite a few years now. The Donkey Kong rumor. But again, if those Nintendo sales open up, and Nintendo sales, go really big, and attendance continues to drive up, I'm sure they'll want to get more Nintendo in here as soon as possible. But another reason is because Donkey Kong, I mean, Epic Universe in Florida is so huge, and the Super Nintendo world will be so huge there. Hollywood will be seeing just a tiny, puny one. If we get Nintendo in here, or Donkey Kong in here, Hollywood's land won't seem so puny and tiny and insignificant, should say. It would be like a decent size. Let me know your thoughts and comments on this potential rumor of Donkey Kong coming in a few years. If you like this video, press that thumbs up, subscribe for more theme park updates and more rumors and updates on this rumor, as well as Super Nintendo World construction updates from Epic Universe and here in Hollywood, and Fast and Furious coaster updates as well. And as always, have a fantastic day.
Alright, thank you so much for that, Theme Park Wizard. Alright, it's now time for the inside scoop. inside scoop from the end of last week, we're going to talk about subpoenas. And you might be asking me right now, what the heck is a subpoena? Well, according to Oxford Languages, a subpoena is a word ordering a person to attend a court. According to a FAQ that we found on the website of UC Berkeley in California, a subpoena is a legal document that commands a person or entity to testify as a witness at a specific time and place at a deposition, trial, or other hearing, and or to produce documents or other tangible objects in a legal proceeding. The reason why we're talking about subpoenas tonight is because President 45 had got subpoenaed last week. Yeah, that's right. In case you haven't heard, former President Donald Trump was given a subpoena by the House Select Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol, painting him as the central figure in the multi-step plan to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. The committee has wasted no time trying to compel Trump to sit for a deposition under oath to provide provide documents. They are giving him until November 4th next week to hand over said documents and have him asked that he either appear in person or virtually for one or more days of deposition testimony beginning on or about the day November 14th. Now, I think the most... Now, what I know... Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but as my father once said, don't get too excited, because Donald Trump may not show up on November 14th, or even share the documents the January 6th committee share the document. When we share the documents with the January 6th committee, he has been very vocal about the investigation and has been too busy with other things like running for president again in 2024. According to CNN, Trump could fight the subpoena in court, possibly setting up a hugely significant battle that could go to the highest level of the nation's judicial branch, but it's also possible that such a legal challenge would outlast the committee's mandates. So in closing, you probably don't want to see his big head, so I just made his head a little smaller. Yeah, you like that, Trump? You like that? No, your head is smaller, and mine is bigger, so deal with it. They do it right, like... Yeah, I kind of had fun doing that live. So it seems like when the biggest standoff since that car refused to move out of the way of the other car right outside in the front of my house. Outside the front of my house. I can't tell you how it ended, but let's just say the other neighbors weren't too happy about it. But then again, some have said that Trump might have no other choice. One of those people happens to be the committee's vice chairman, Republican Representative Liz Cheney of Wyoming. She assumes that Trump will fulfill his legal obligation and honor the committee's subpoena. But if not, in her words, the committee will take the steps they need to take after that, but she doesn't want to go too far down that path at this point. With all of this happening, it's going to be real interesting to see how this affects the 2022 midterm elections coming up, and maybe not a lot, but the same could be said less about the 2024 presidential election. Alright, we almost reached the end of our live stream. But before we go, allow me to introduce the celebrity of the end of last week. And there he is, Anthony KlicKNet, born January 28th, 1971. He won an Academy Award for Best Picture for producing Trail User Slave. And he's the producer for The Lost City of Z, The Woman in the Window, and Armageddon Time. Alright, so that's the end of our live Wednesday special edition of Wkly Hit List. Now keep in mind, we'll be back this Saturday at our regularly scheduled day. I don't know when we're going to go live on Saturday, either 7 or 8 o'clock. We'll be back Saturday at our regularly scheduled date. And also, you can catch episodes of FakeTV Box anytime on KlicKNet. We got a brand new episode, a Halloween episode of FakeTV Box coming this Monday. And you can catch past episodes of Wkly Hit List anytime on KlicKNet's YouTube channel. That's right, KlicKNet. It's finally a channel. So that's our show. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and share everything on KlicKNet. Give your support by hitting the subscribe button down below. So once again, as I said at the beginning of this show, my name is Kwame Alexander, and this has been the Wkly Hit List. Have a good night.